as long as D-Pro doesn't throw the first point, as he is very known to do. He likes to get very aggressive on this first point defense and get taken out pretty early on. But I think he's probably going to be playing pretty safely today, I would imagine. Today being a pretty important day, I would say, for Invigorate. Supreme Aaron's, of course, going to be on the Soldier 76. We're going to see him putting in a lot of work on that hero. D-Pro playing the Reaper, a very good choice here. A lot of teams like to run the dive composition on this first objective, and they are going to have their answer to it in D-Pro. Scorchy playing Symmetra? Are we allowing Symmetra right now? Did that get hot fixed?
No, Symmetra is not supposed to be allowed, and Scorchy just playing around in the spawn, not gonna be picking it up. He is one of our admins, so he knows our statements better than anyone else. But coming into this,
I would hope so.
But coming into this, Scorchy now gonna be coming a little bit out of retirement. This is gonna be his second official game with Invigorate, a really good Ana, going absolutely off the last time he did play, and it's going to be a treat to watch him on this Ana. But however, Sauce now going to be picking up the Lucio, as their original shot caller logging out is not going to be here, and that's very concerning, as some people who know the side of Invigorate very personally know that logging out is the pillar of Invigorate. But as we do get into this, Eminent going to be on this offense, going to be running a little bit of a dive and a Widow being very ignored. It's going to be very interesting to see what they can do with this. I'm going to immediately switch off as not getting any pick.
There was D-Pro behind enemy lines, just trying to get picked off there early on, as he likes doing, but doesn't actually get picked off there. So they are going to get onto this point, though, pretty uncontested. D-Pro getting that kill onto Robot, so they are able to hold on for just a second. But look at AJ's charge right now. He is able to get a whole lot of charge, but they're going to be pushed backwards as Huggable goes down as well. And Daiclan, though, being taken down by AJ with such high charge, he is going to be able to do a whole lot of damage, taking out D-Pro as well. So AJ going to be putting in a lot of work right now and being pocketed by shots behind on this right side as the team tries to regroup. Now getting most of this team back, they're going to be looking for a chance to push in, and we see AJ already at 75% on that ultimate, looking for the Graviton to come up very soon, and they could take this point pretty quickly based on just AJ Zarya play alone. Still at very high charge, laying in this damage, 97% now on the Graviton. They've got both support ults, and the Graviton going to come in. The Sound Barrier have to come in for the defense, but I'm not sure it matters. There's the full spawn from Huggable Guy, going to be getting that follow-up. Scorchy falling in the aftermath. Supreme Aaron's turning around, getting a kill on the shots, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Supreme has to be trying to stay alive up on this high ground. D-Pro coming in behind, though, trying to see if he can get a kill, and the Supreme using the tactical visor, taking down Huggable Guy. This might be a chance for them to at least stall out this point long enough for people to get back in, and there they are. Sauce coming back in as well. D-Pro taken down, though, but it doesn't matter. The entire side of Invigorate is back, other than D-Pro. The Deadeye coming in from Robot, taking down Sauce after D-Pro falls, and this should be enough for Eminent to push in eventually and take this point, but still being contested by Invigorate. No, finally falling rather, and losing this first point. And we are going to see Eminent rather pushing forward into the street space.
Yup, and just the massive aggression coming out of Eminent, as Invig has no idea how to handle this. The aggression from Huggable Guy and AJ on the Zarya is absolutely dominating, as AJ is absolutely bullying Golden on the Zarya v Zarya battle.
Yeah, AJ already almost up to his second Graviton. Golden just got his first, so they are going to be looking for a chance to set this up on the defense, but you know, the side of Invigorate is definitely on the back foot right now, and the Graviton coming in from Golden, going to be a lot of it negated, but there we go. That is the follow-up. They needed the Biotic Grenade from Scorchy landing right on that Graviton, and Supreme Aaron and Sauce, rather, with the follow-up on the Graviton, enough to push this team back. Invigorate finally getting a hold on things. 3:20 left on the clock here for Eminent to try to complete the rest of this objective. and they're only going to be coming in with the pulse bomb to try to do it, but a couple of other ultimates coming online. AJ very close to the graviton again, but D-Pro with that Death Blossom, taking down 3 with it. Supreme Air in there as well, and this is going to be another hold coming in from Invigorate. Very good Death Blossom positioning from D-Pro there.
Yep, and gonna be pushing into this point now. What needs to change from the side of Eminent, as they look like they've hit a little bit of a slump coming in the street phase?
Well, it definitely, I mean, I don't think anything really needs to change. They just need to hit this Graviton Pulse Bomb. They are going to go for it right now. The Pulse Bomb not going to be there just yet, but the follow-up might, no, it's actually not going to be there. They do manage to take down Sauce, but that's going to be it. They now have to blow the Trance as well, but Supreme Aaron's Tactical Visor are going to be taken down too. Now the counter grab comes in with a Nano Boost onto the side of Invigorate, and they are cleaning up yet again. Maybe the Nano Boost was not necessary onto Diclan there, but Invigorate winning another fight, pushing Eminent back yet again. 2 minutes left on the clock for Eminent, and now is when they need to start thinking about making some swaps. I'm not sure what exactly they need to change up, but they definitely need to find some way to open things up for Robot to be getting a little bit more done on this Roadhog. Currently not able to do anything, and it's really D-Pro doing a lot of work on this Reaper right now. Both the sound barriers going to be used. The Earth Shatter coming in though for the side of Eminent, not going to get anything, and there's the counter shatter from Diclan, and this is going to be another Invigorate hold. Diclan coming out of retirement for today, and doing a whole lot of work on this Reinhardt. So AJ though still keeping his team in it. Yeah, he's been on a high charge pretty much this entire game. He is coming out of spawn at 70 charge and putting in a lot of damage right now, almost up to his 3rd Graviton, or maybe it's 4th Graviton, I don't know. AJ just putting in so much damage this game, and I haven't seen him anything but glowing orange. But that being said, he's able to hold off and get enough damage done where now Eminent coming back in, getting these kills, getting onto the payload, pushing it forward, and they might be able to get around this last corner and in here. AJ gonna be coming in with the Graviton. Oh, Robot taking D-Pro down there. Earth Shatter from Diclan, going to be knocking down 3, and getting the Nano Boost, going to be swinging through the side of Eminent. A good sleep there on the Joker, and Diclan taking AJ out before he's able to get back with his Resurrect. So this is going to be a hold coming out here from Invigorate. Less than 30 seconds rather on the clock for Eminent to get back here, and they have a long way to run, 100 meters plus to get there. I think they're going to have a hard time even doing that. We'll see whether they're able to. 10 seconds coming down on the clock right now. They are going to be able to make it in though. AJ does have this Graviton available. Going to be throwing it out immediately. Both Gravitons there, so one big group hug. But the follow-up is here for the side of Invigorate. Even though we're going to see a nano whole hog coming out of Robot. It's only going to get one. The sound barrier, the tactical visor, not able to get enough. Robot does take down 2, but it's taken down himself. We are just going to see Joker left alive. He will fall, and this is going to be Invigorate holding strong here on the second point, not allowing it to be captured by Eminent.
Yup, but King's Roast being one of Invig's weaker maps, as I believe it was Cryo that took it under them. Cryo was being that completely brand new team now known as Eminent, so Eminent could very much still take this. They've beaten them before on this, and well, nearly beaten them. I remember now they had Digital sit while he was still on the team, and this is very still doable. But going into this, they're gonna have to somehow contain Aaron on the Soldier. Aaron's at one point was taking on both Robot and Hugbull Guy on their DPSs, and they couldn't do anything to him. Just Aaron's playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, and D-Pro as well, playing a very good Reaper, and on the attack, we could see a lot of different things out of D-Pro. It looks like he's gonna go with the McCree. Is Farah also very good? D-Pro, we'll judge what D-Pro is going to do when the round actually starts, because D-Pro, very versatile DPS, could go on to any number of different heroes. So we will have to see what they decide to go with. I think it's safe to say that Sauce isn't going to be playing the McCree. Scorchy probably not going to be playing the Orisa. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that what they're running right now is not going to be their composition.
Yep, and going into this, who do you think the star player from Eminent is gonna be if they do want to win this? Who needs to be the player right now from Eminent to sort of shine right now?
Oh, for the side of Eminent, I mean, we definitely need to see Robot doing a lot of work on Rosaria. AJ going to be trying to be the counter to Dpro and Aaron, but we'll see whether it's going to be enough. Dpro already blinking in very deep, not going to be able to take anyone down, but this aggressive, invigorate attack, not giving them any time to set up on the defense, and already getting some damage in, but it's going to be Dpro falling first, Joker getting that kill out. So this is so far a good strong hold from Eminent, getting Diclan as well. They are going to trade out their Reinhardt for it, but I think this is still going to be Eminent holding strong here, but Huggable falling there, got a little bit out of position and punished for it by Golden Bullet. Gold Zarya is at a decent level of charge right now, laying in a good amount of damage, and Supreme Aaron getting that kill on a shot as well before the Reinhardts can come back in. We do see Invigorate getting regrouped here on the point. Of course, Diclan getting back slightly before Joker, despite them falling at the same time. And yes, Invigorate overtime, getting control of this point and getting it quickly. A minute only off the clock so far, as they're going to be taking the point very soon and already pushing forward, trying to get these split spawns are Depot and Sauce, but they're going to be overwhelmed pretty quickly by the entire side of Eminent, so going to have to try to get out of there. Diclan getting that kill onto Robot though. Depot going to fall in the backlines, but Diclan still pushing forward. Sauce getting the kill on Joker, and this is the Invigorate team just absolutely rolling forward. This payload still moving, and they are getting these kills, just dominating right now, like Selfless, all the way in the spawn, basically, of this Eminent team, and not allowing them to get set up easily. Huggable, though, going to be coming back out with the Tactical Visor, Joker with the Earth Shatter. Mr. Assassin has the Nano Boost as well, so despite getting a whole lot of free cart space and 4.5 minutes still left on the clock, we do have a chance for Eminent to come in, and they are going to use it. They're going to use the Earth Shatter immediately, getting a kill, but no, it's going to be Diclan that falls. Now we're going to see the Graviton coming out from Invigorate. Going to need to see the everything coming in, basically, from the side of Eminent, but it's not going to be enough. Self-Destruct going to be there to take down Dpro, but that's all that it's going to do, and now it's just going to be AJ lost and alone, basically, on the point with everyone from Invigorate around him, and they're trying to finish him, take it out with his mech, but he is still staying alive, going to be able to escape, trying to get back. Nope, not going to be able to. Taken out of the mech, taken down, and Invigorate moving forward here with a man advantage into this next team fight, which is going to take place very soon. We do see Eminent coming back out, trying to get something going with their Graviton, but Scorcher getting that kill on the Joker. No Rhine Shield available. Tactical Visor has to come in from Huggable, but being eaten up entirely by Diclan's shield. There is nothing so far that that Eminent is able to do. All of these kills going the way of Invigorate. They just need to stall out. Not going to be enough. Invigorate completing this yellow box of victory and taking the map 2-1.
Yep, a very dominant showing from Invigorate, looking like a completely different team than from what we saw yesterday in their first match against Discrepancy.
Ooh. Golden Bullet with the Zarya play of the game. Oh yes, I remember this Graviton very well. Very high charge, just starts laying in the alternate fire, and not a whole lot that can be done about that. It says he's on Team Eminent, but of course, Golden Bullet for the side of Invigorate, doing a lot of work on the Zarya. Everyone for the side of Invigorate doing a lot of work, to be honest.
Yep. However, though, Eminent has reported that they did have to go before, but they decided to just play one map to see how it did went. Eminent obviously not being in the right mental state right now, because 3 of their guys actually have to leave. They played that one game. They tried to see if obviously they had a chance losing that first map, and they're actually gonna forfeit this game.
Well, that is unfortunate to hear. Eminent, one of the very strong team. I think they surprised a lot of people. They managed to make it into the PWL this season in one of our earlier pre-qualifier tournaments, and did fairly well, and made it all the way this far through the losers bracket. So thank you very much to the side of Eminent for coming out and playing, and GG's, guys.
I actually have no idea what's going on, as they say no, apparently they are good to go. I am not sure exactly what is happening.
Well, if they want to play, let's play. Let's get these games going. The choices are between Dorado and Hollywood for the next map, so they get to pick where they want to go.
Yep, and they have decided to go with Hollywood going offense first.
We all just got pranked, says Bear Shark in the chat. Yes, we did. Eminent pranking every single one of us. But they are going to play, and they are choosing to go on to Hollywood. You said defending first?
Offense first.
Offense first. All right.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Yep, and now coming into Hollywood, who do you expect to go off right now for the side of Eminent, as obviously they are 1-0 right now in the series and they need this win desperately?
Well, in the last series, of course, we saw they did end up taking this map, I do believe. Yeah, they did take it 2-1, and it was largely based on their defense. They managed to hold very strong against the side of Lionheart last time on this map, taking it all the way to the last 30 seconds on the first point, and not allowing completion of the second point, and then of course just blistering through Lionheart on their attack. So definitely going to need to see the same thing on their attack this time. Huggable Guy went off last time. Robot as well. I believe he was playing the Roadhog and did a whole lot on that hero. And then, of course, AJ was playing the Diva last time and was a complete negation to the side of Lionheart. So we are going to have to see them play that same. But, of course, Lionheart, despite being a very good team, is not Invigorate. So going to be interesting to see whether they have enough to come out on top against this Invigorate squad.
Yep, and a pretty
very interesting composition
coming out from, yeah, they're running Scorchy on the Arista and Die Clan on the Mercy out of everyone. Very interesting to see as they do push into this. It's going to be very interesting to see if they can hold this coming into this. Arista Barry going to be get shut down immediately, as there is no shield right now to protect them from all this damage coming in.
But we do see this shield has a very, very quick recharge rate. So, I mean, you can kind of use this projected barrier in conjunction with Zarya barriers in order to provide a pretty consistent amount of shielding for your team. And they're doing that right now. They're not allowing Eminent to push forward at all. And I mean, despite getting these shields taken down, I mean, they're really not able to actually push forward through all of the damage that's being thrown at them. There is just so much spam damage coming in from this Invigorate defense, and there's really nothing that Eminent can do. But they are going to finally pop the sound barrier, and that is what they need to do to push in. The Tactical Visor, though, coming in from up top. Supreme Aaron getting 2 with the Nano Visor. Rocket Barrage from D-Pro as well, getting another one. They're using a lot of ults, but they are holding strong. The Supercharger coming out as well. I'm not sure whether the Supercharger and the Nano Boost stack, but I know that the Supercharger with the Rocket Barrage and everything else that was coming out there was putting out a ton of damage. So Invigorate holding strong there with their very interesting composition. And
Yep.
they are still going to be able to have a Graviton and a Resurrect available for this next fight.
Yep, and I would actually like to see Eminent switch to a dive comp as they could dive Aaron, Scorchy, and Golden Bullet, but as they do start this next fight, Earthshatter gonna be up along with Whole Hog and Self-Destruct, all still up online for the side of Eminent and Invigorate. Gonna be very interesting to see what they do. Daiklan with this res needs to not get picked off. But right now, Self-Destruct coming out, gonna get 2 kills. Daiklan being one of, that's a perfect way. However, though, Aaron's on this high ground, trying to bring it back. Scorchy on this Orisa, gonna go down. It's D-Pro and Aaron's against everyone else, as they're actually bringing this back a little bit. Joker's being forced to hide from the barrage, as it's Aaron's and D-Pro pulling it back, as they somehow stabilize and they bring it back for them. What is happening for the side of Invigorate?
Absolutely massive play there out of Aaron and D-Pro, just putting the team on their backs. The two of them being as squishy as they were up against AJ and Joker for the side of Eminent, and they were able to come on top. Now, just a minute left for Eminent. They do have the Earthshatter and the Nano Boost. They're going to need to make good use of it, but the Graviton picking them up again, going to catch 3 inside of it. But there it is, Huggable Guy with the Tactical Visor, getting 2, getting 3, now getting the Nano Boost onto him, and this should be enough. Getting a whole lot going now in the feed, and yes, that is going to be this first point coming out for Eminent. But this is kind of a counter story of what we saw when they were on Hollywood last time. They now are being held all the way into the last 30 seconds by the side of Invigorate, and I think Invigorate is looking very good to hold strong here. Now they're going to be swapping onto their normal bread and butter heroes and coming back out here on something that's a little bit more normal for Invigorate.
Yep, I think the only thing that might have helped them hold that was actually Sauce being on the Symmetra, but it is a little bit too late as they have lost the point, and now coming into Westworld with a little bit of an ult advantage for Invig. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Huggable Guy immediately shooting down the D-Pro on this Pharah, as Invig is going to be forced to back up and give the side of Eminent all this free room right now to move.
The self-destruct coming in, kind of ill-advised, but taking out Golden Bullet, I'm not sure how that ended up happening, but that pick from AJ, definitely going to be huge, as now even more free space, and another one coming out on the D-Pro. D-Pro has been unable to stay alive so far through this Westworld, and Eminent doing a huge job of getting all of these kills staggered out. Both Earthshatters coming in, but it is going to be Eminent continuing to come out on top. The Tac Visor coming in from Huggable just to clean things up, and it's going to work. They are going to be able to push it into this second point and get moving into this final phase of Hollywood, moving on into Goldshire Studios. They are looking strong to finish this out. They've still got 3 minutes left on the clock. No ults to speak of right now, but not far off on a couple.
Yep, and D-Pro on this Pharah needs to go big with the barrage, as Eminent is a little bit rolling right now, as they completely took Westworld without any struggle whatsoever.
And getting those forward picks was definitely huge for him, but we are going to see Aaron up on the high ground and D-Pro with that rocket barrage, taking down 2 before being taken down himself. Aaron with the tactical visor still, but actually we see it starting to turn around a little bit. 4v4 now on the point, and we see the Deadeye coming in, taking down Scorchy as well, so Robot trying to turn it around. Now working on Golden Bullet, might be able to get this kill. We see a little bit of a crouch spam fight going on in the corner, but Golden Bullet coming out on top, and it is going to be Invigorate getting these kills now, cleaning up the rest of them. Huggable takes D-Pro with him before he goes, but we do see Invigorate holding strong and getting re-established here on this point, finally slowing down this Eminent attack. Once they unlock that payload, they have just been rolling ever since.
Yep. And now coming into this, Nano Visor are going to be up for Invig. Going to be very interesting to see what happens with it. D-Pro now going to be on the McCree, popping off the Pharah, and he immediately gets that kill on the Huggable Guy. A perfect way to start this out, as kills are right now all going in the favor of Invig.
Yeah, Supreme not even needing to use that tactical visor still. AJ does manage to take D-Pro with him, but that's going to be Robot falling finally as well. And another successful hold from Invigorate. A minute 30 left on the clock here for Eminent to try to finish out the map. But they've got the Earth Shatter, they've got the Self-Destruct, they have Nano Boost, and they have the Tactical Visor. I want to see Huggable Guy try to come up around behind and get set up on the high ground here. But the Graviton coming in from Invigorate already, not going to let him push forward too far, but Huggable gets that kill onto Dyclan. Now, both Tactical Visors going to come in, and Depot going to fall. Huggable, though, falling after popping his, and Supreme getting these kills right now, but falling himself. So we do see the offense still with a chance to move forward, taking on Golden Bullet, now working on Sauce. Sauce going to be kept alive right now by Scorchy, and oh, nice sleep dart, keeping Sauce alive, making it possible for him to get out there and pop this sound barrier, but no shield left there for Dyclan as Spyro takes him down with the Deadeye, and we do see Supreme up on this high ground, but it's not going to be enough. Deadeye coming in now for the defense, not going to be able to get anything done with it, and they are just rolling this forward uncontested, going to complete this map. No, not quite. Dyclan getting out here just in time, but there's the Nano Boost coming out onto AJ, getting these kills. Scorchy down as well. They just need to take Dyclan out. Dyclan and Depro now on the Sombra. Depro taking down Dyclan down, and that is going to be a completion here on Hollywood from Eminent, and very good time. I mean, they only have 18 seconds left on the clock, but to be honest, completing Hollywood at all can be very difficult for some teams, so good attack coming in from Eminent.
Yep, they nearly held him on the first point with that very strange comp. Honestly, I'm going to stick by what I said. If Sauce has been on the Symmetra, I could have definitely seen them fully holding it. But now going into this offense, Huggable Guy just going off on that Soldier, Robot just going off on that McCree. The double hit scan threat was too much to deal with, as Depro going on the McCree to sort of help out Supreme, but sadly wasn't enough. And now coming into the defense, a lot of pressure is actually going to be on someone for Invig. I'm not sure exactly who could play Diva, maybe a Genji, maybe Depro on the Tracer, but somebody's going to be forced to try to challenge the double hit scan on the high ground for the side of Invig. And and I feel like that's going to be the key to win this map now, as they have finished it with time.
Yeah, Aaron is on the Genji right now, so we could possibly see that kind of challenge coming out of him. I don't know if they really have anyone who has Diva in their hero pool. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong about that, but
Golden Bullet.
Of course, AJ. Oh, Golden Bullet. Okay, he is an off tank. I guess I can believe that, but AJ, of course, being just this built-in Diva player for the side of Eminent, that's probably one of the best answers to Depro and Aaron, as they both tend to run heroes that can be pretty effectively shut down by a good Diva player. So Invigorate gonna have to try to find a way to deal with that. They do have Golden Bullet on the Zarya to try to de-mech him as much as possible, but the dive immediately coming in from Dyclan, trying to see if he can pick anyone off, but not going to. Golden Bullet going to go down, but Huggable trading his life for it. So far, this is going to favor the offense, as they have much closer spawns here. Dyclan going to charge in, Depot getting that kill on a shot, and this should be definitely favoring Invigorate. Nice kills coming in as they are cleaning up the rest of Eminent here, and they're going to take this first point pretty quickly. AJ D-mech. We do see Huggable coming back in, getting a nice Felix Rocket on the Sauce, but it's only going to be enough to delay. Definitely not enough to hold on here, as they are going slowly ticking up here and getting the rest of this objective. They do manage to unlock it pretty quickly. 5:35 left on the clock, and this is exactly what Invigorate needs to do in order to match or beat Eminent going into the time bank rounds.
Yep, and now going into this Westworld stage, it's going to be very important for Supreme Aaron to take this high ground and to not let it go, as the side of Eminent will make them pay should they give the high ground to Robot and Huggable Guy.
Depro falling there immediately, though. Robot taking that kill. Then the Earth Shatter coming from both sides, but both really getting blocked pretty much. And this is going to be Eminent taking the advantage, and they're getting all of the kills right now. Robot on the McCree doing a lot of work, and this is a hold from Eminent. But AJ losing that mech very late, early into the next fight. So that is going to be a bit of a disadvantage here for Eminent when Invigorate starts coming back in. They're going to have the Nano and the Tactical Visor available for them to try to get this high ground, basically, and see whether... There we go. We got Supreme Aaron doing his classic Helix jump up top, getting the Nano boost. Going to come in with the Tactical Visor now, taking down 1, 2, 3, immediately 4, 5 coming out from Supreme Aaron with that Nano Visor, putting in a lot of work with that ultimate combo, and they are going to be moving this forward. Aaron showing us that very good positioning, doing it with style, even using the Helix rocket to get up there. Impressive stuff coming out of that triangle press from Soldier 76. The Earth Shatter and the Self-Destruct though coming in from the defense, and that's going to pick up 2, as well as the Deadeye, just to clean this up. And right on the heels of that great play from Aaron, the defense turning it around here, Eminent not allowing it to push forward through the rest of this Westworld phase. And now Invigorate down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on their timer.
Yep, but something I don't like that did happen is that 4 ults were wasted on the side of Eminent to just hold. High Noon being popped right at the end, completely unneeded, along with the sound barrier, I felt. But as they do come into this ult advantage, is going to be on the side of Invigorate because of that. However, though, a huge charge going to take Daiklan out of this. Transcendence going to nullify a majority of the damage that was happening in the Graviton, but killed still going in the favor of it. Invig. However, though, Aaron's going to be going down. Daiklan coming back with a shatter. Going to get that kill onto DPS and Zenyatta as they look to finish Westworld with just with over 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Yes, good turnaround there by Invigorate. They got stopped there for a second, but coming right back out and getting these kills. And now Joker going to be caught out of position despite getting that kill. Actually, we do see the rest of his team joining him, but Mr. Assassin going to go down. And despite losing a couple of people, Daiklan's still going in deep. He's going to go down, though. And this split spawn pushing here from the side of Invigorate not going quite as well as they would hope. Golden Bullet going to be the last little bit of tanking left available for him. And yeah, we are going to see all of Eminent getting regrouped, and the Earth Shatter coming in now as soon as they can, taking Scorchy. No, not taking Scorchy out, as Joker is taken out by Supreme Aaron before he can connect with the wall. And that could be massive, both removing the Reinhardt and saving his own Ana to keep this push moving forward. And they are going to come around this last corner and looking for a chance to finish it out. We are going to see Aaron looking for a place to use this Tactical Visor. He has the Nano Boost from Scorchy available for him, but the Deadeye coming in from Robot all the way in behind, getting one, another one from Huggable Guy. And this should be the hold that they need, as Aaron's only able to pick up AJ. But yes, this is the hold that Eminent was looking for now. Down to 3 minutes on the clock here for Invigorate.
Yep, and Aaron's getting that kill onto Jokers as the reinforcements for Invigorate do come back, and now this is where things are going to start getting extremely deadly, as this Graviton going to be up short. Is going to have to hit a pretty good sound barrier to save them, but he pre-pops it up. I'm not sure if that was a good call. Kills going for both sides right now, as D-Pro picking up a 2-man, going absolutely huge. Daiklan with that Earth Shatter, not getting anything self-destruct, going to be come out, but no kills going in the favor of Eminent, as it's nothing but blue in the kill feed.
Yes, and Invigorate looking very strong, but the trance coming out, the full stall coming out really from the side of Eminent. They've got Tracer still alive, but Shots and Huggable going down, and there is Assassin going down as well. I don't know if they don't have anyone who can get on the point in time. Joker just barely missing it. But we are going to be moving into the time bank phase of this game, with Invigorate having a slight advantage, 2:53 on their time bank, only a minute remaining here for the side of Eminent. And definitely based on time alone, have to give it to Invigorate right now. But I have definitely seen, if Eminent is able to come out and take this first point pretty convincingly, then they definitely can keep it moving forward into Westworld a good distance before they have to stop. Invigorate Probably not going to go with the same composition they ran last time on the defense, although, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Yep. And something that I felt like we didn't talk about, but I felt like was a huge part, was Assassin on the Zenyatta. I didn't really understand the pick, and I definitely don't think it was a good pick against D-Pro on the Tracer, but they did run it, and now with 1 minute against 3, I would like to see Xavier now stay on this Ana instead. But coming into this overtime phase, who are you expecting to win this as we do get into a very final rounds of the game and of the series?
Well, Invigorate definitely looking strong so far, definitely on that attack, but we do have a chance for Eminent to come in here. No, Spot Robot being taken down by D-Pro immediately. That is definitely not going to help them. Diclan, though, being hooked in, might be taken, no, not going to be taken down, saved by a clutch, rather, biotic grenade, hitting him and healing him back up to full health. We are going to see Eminent trying to rotate around, see if they can't get high ground or some sort of advantage, but no, they're actually going to come back, try to push back through main, and we'll see where their dive comes in. They do manage to take down D-Pro, and then the charge comes in immediately afterwards. They are getting these kills now. All of the kills in the feed are for Eminent, and they're going to be able to take this point just in time with less than, yeah, they're going to be going into overtime as they take this point, and all we're going to need to see Invigorate do now, come in here and clear them off the point one time, but of course we will see a little bit of an attempt to push these forward spawners here by the side of Eminent. Not going to be able to get anything done with it, but AJ on this Roadhog getting a lot of damage done. So we're going to see an Earth Shatter from Joker coming in here, going to land it right off, but not going to see the follow-up he really needs for it right yet. And the Earth Shatter coming in from Diclan, but no, he is going to be taken down from it, but it doesn't matter as the Nano Boost comes out onto Aaron, and that's going to be enough to clear them off the point. So Invigorate holding strong as it moves into second point against Eminent, but Invigorate just really needs to take the point and move it forward 25 meters, and they will be taking this map and the series.
Yep, and this is where things are going to start getting very dangerous, where even should they lose the point, they need to back off. They cannot give them any free room for this offense, as they were held in the middle of the gate. Things are going to start getting very deadly for them, should they even allow them any free room the moment they do cap the point. And with how good Invig is, I definitely do feel like they will cap the point.
Yeah, they managed to take this first point very quickly last time, and you know, I see no reason why they would have it any different this time. D-Pro going to be playing the Reaper this time instead. I believe he's on the Genji last time, but I'm not expecting it to go any differently. You know, obviously we are looking for high-level play out of D-Pro and Supreme Aaron on whatever hero they play, but you know, Supreme playing that Soldier 76 pretty much guarantees that Invigorate is going to have a good DPS on their squad. Of course, we're going to see Robot playing the Torbjorn, so going for this very healthy comp on the defense, trying to just put out as much armor as possible and just siege up on top of this cafe, not allow any sort of opening in their defense, as the defensive matrix and the shielding are going to be there. But we're going to see the dive coming in immediately from Diclan, and the turret going to fall down from Robot, and there it is, D-Pro coming in, taking AJ out of the mech, the kills coming out on the Robot as well, all of them except for one going the way of the attack right now, and Aaron, D-Pro coming in clutch right now for their team. That is going to see Joker getting slept, taken out, Mr. Assassin taken down as well, and this is Invigorate taking the point very, very quickly. They still have 2 minutes left on the clock to finish out. Only 25 meters to go. We are going to see Eminent having a chance to regroup and come back out, but AJ taken out of the mech and taken down. They're not going to have Diva available for them in this next fight. Joker just standing there and taking it. At this point, they know that it's over. They can't come in and regroup as a team. It is all over, but the crying now for Eminent as Invigorate walking it in, and they are going to take the series and move on to our losers bracket finals.
Yep. But going into this, we're gonna have to be watching a Discrepancy versus Armory as our next game instead, as we do need the loser of that to go up against Invig.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Let's see.
I'm not in it for the glory.
Armory Esports versus Discrepancies. Send that and this. Gold, you there? Well, looks like Gold is doing